Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be doing a review that I've been wanting to do this for a while, but I think today is the best time to do it. I just reread it right before doing this recording, and let's just jump right into it. It's ISOM, a new comic book by a new company, Rippaverse Comics. It's a new comic book company called Rippaverse, and the owner is Eric July, which I also follow him on YouTube. Cool dude. I like his takes on many different things. I agree with many of the stuff that he says. But that being said, I had to pick this up. Because it's been a minute. Like now, I usually just read manga. You know, like right now I'm reading The Record of Ragnarok. Right, I'm on that series. I'm taking my time doing it. I think I'm on book 5, book 6. I think I'm in book 5 or book 6, one or two. But I remember, because even when I was younger, I collected comics, but not the mainstream comics. Like I didn't have Superman, I didn't have Batman, I didn't have, the mainstream ones. I always collected I remember I used to go to the store and they would have like a pack of 6 or 7 comics all together in a package. The front one was always I don't know, like one of the mainstream ones, but I didn't want that one. I always wanted the ones behind it. Because the other ones, it would be like, I remember I used to have Mr. T, the Mr. T comic books. That one really stands out to me because I remember reading Mr. T comic books. And there was just some I don't remember all of them, but it was just different ones that I used to like. The ones that they were like basically out in the alleyway type shit. So that was my experience with comic books. I wasn't a big time collector. I just like having the weird ones, so to speak. My father definitely collected comic books. My father, he had basically all the first issue comics, and he had it for a good long time, but then it got lost. I believe my uncle, rest in peace, my uncle, I believe my uncle just gave it away or something, or sold it or so. I don't remember. But my father had to, because my father had given all his comic books to his brother to hold, because he had his own family, obviously he was raising us as kids. So he gave it to his brother, and I think his brother one day, I'm not sure if he gave it away or threw it away. I don't remember exactly what it was. But now that I'm thinking about it, that's kind of fucked up, man. Like you didn't give your brother a heads up that you was gonna throw it away, but whatever. But anyway, my father used to always tell us how he had the #1 issues, the first issue of Superman, Batman, Spider-Man. Obviously he grew up in that time period, and he was smart to hold on to him. But man, sadly, his brother threw it out or whatever the fuck he did with it. So, cause I love reading. Obviously, the channel is about book reviews. That's part of the channel, which is reading books. And so I read all types of books. I don't withhold myself from different. If it's a book, I'm going to read it. And in this case, a comic book. So the fact that this is a new company, and the fact that the comic book industry right now is. So I never had the desire to really pick up a comic book as an older man. But when I saw this, and because I follow him on YouTube, every July, I was like, you know what? Let me give this a try. And thus far, with ISOM, I'm definitely gonna pick it up. I'm definitely gonna pick up issue 2. I can't wait. This first issue is pretty much an introduction to the main protagonist, the main character, which is Avery, right? I still don't know. I don't want to give too much away because I would prefer you guys to pick up an issue. Maybe you go to the website, but just look up Rippaverse Comics, and I guess you know it will take you to the website. But the first issue is pretty much an introduction to Avery, which is ISOM, right? It's basically, again, I don't want to give too much away. I feel like if I say anything more, it's gonna be. I don't want to do it injustice. But what I like about it, for example, in this universe, the human beings that have superpowers, so to speak, they are not called mutants. They're superheroes. They're called accepts, right? Is it accepts? If I remember correctly. Let me see if I could find it. But I believe it's called accepts. See if I could find that part where he says it. But yeah, I believe they're called accepts. I just read it, so it should be it. So Avery, he's basically he's a superhero, but when you get introduced to him, he's not really doing superhero stuff, so to speak. He's kind of like hung up his coat, so to speak, on being a superhero, but something brings him back. But so far he's only doing it for the time being because something came up and he feels like he needs to put on the cape again, and because something's going on and he feels as though there's something more to it than just what he's thinking is happening. I probably may be butchering exactly just because I don't want to really give you all the details on it. But you get introduced to him, you get introduced to some of his family, you get introduced to his sister and his niece. So you start to see the universe come together. And then you also see the other, I forget the lady's name, but see, I think it's in the back page. So this is a good one. You also get introduced to other, I'm not sure if you could really see a good look, but this is North Africa. So this is this group, North Africa. I don't want to give too much on it. They give you a little understanding of what they are about. So the story is about him, but then you get little bits and pieces of the building of the universe, okay? The building of what this universe is going to look like and who's involved in the universe. So you get to see another group of superheroes, or aspects, as they say, that work alongside the police. And their job is basically whenever the police encounters one of those superpower humans, they call them in. They're like the SWAT team. Those superheroes or the accepts are the SWAT team for the police. Because obviously the police are not going to be able to go up against someone who has powers. So they call them in. So that was I kind of like that, because usually when it comes to superheroes, even with the X-Men or whatever like that, you never really see too much where the mutants, for example, in the X-Men, where the mutants are working alongside the police to be part of stopping crime. So with this, I kind of like that. I like that introduction to this universe in that area. I like it. I like it pretty much. Also, another part that I like about it is that not everyone likes the name accepts, because they feel as though it doesn't truly grasp what that really means, because one of the characters mentioned how he feels as though that's disrespecting him because who he is and the power that he has. Nah, man, you don't come close to it. Like, you not me. You get what I'm saying? So not every person likes that term in the book. But again, I don't want to give away too much. It's a very simple start. It ain't like you're gonna get too much information. It's just simple introduction to the main character, to the world building, and how it's going to look. And obviously a little taste here and there of the other people that are involved. And what I like about it, that when you get introduced, so the end of the book, you get introduced to, let's go back to it, to when you get to do Sudan, North Africa, see, that's a good picture. When you get to do Sudan, the story is larger than what Avery, ISOM, is, like what's happening to him and his little thing that he's trying to deal with. You realize that's just small potatoes. There's something larger happening in the world, but obviously no one knows, right? So that's what, and their introduction towards the end of the book, kind of like, oh shit, there's more to this. This is not just some small thing that's happening in Avery's life or ISOM's life. It's more to it. And then obviously one of the other characters, you meet her briefly, which is, I cannot say her name. I tried to look up how to pronounce it, but I couldn't find one that had it. But I'm assuming Jaira, I don't know. But she definitely kicks ass. She definitely kicks ass. What her superpowers is fully all about, or what is she trying to accomplish, because she gets into a tussle with the police, and the police obviously I believe they are called the Alpha team, I believe it's called. Again, it's kind of like the SWAT team, but with powers. And they come in, but she whoops them. Like, she just, like, whatever. Like, so, but it doesn't go into what she's trying to do. What is her goal? It doesn't say. It's just, boom, you see her, she's fucking people up, fucking up the police, and then that's it. And then towards the end of the book, you get this picture. You know what I mean? Will return. So yeah, this is, if you're looking for a new comic book, not a new comic book, but looking for a new story in the medium of comic books, looking for new characters, a new world, new universe, definitely pick up ISOM, or look for, go to the website, Rip Reverse Comics, look it up, and get yourself one. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep this short and sweet. I apologize if I'm not doing a good job or good justice on summarizing the story so far, but I think simply it's just an introduction to the world and to the main character, which is ISOM. So definitely, just check it out. Just check it out. You may like it. Definitely, if you're looking for something new and you feel as though you're into comics and the comic book industry right now is just shit, then give this one a try. Give this one a try. And again, it's only one issue. And what I liked about it too is, for a comic book, it's pretty long. I'm not sure if you could tell how thick it is. So you get a lot of, and I like the art too. I like how nice. I don't know. I'm not an artist, so I can't really. But I just love just the look of it. The look is nice. I like the look of the characters too. Like, especially the one character, I forget his name. The one character that he fights in the club, or within is it a club? I guess, yeah, it is a club that he fights. I think it's this guy right here. Let me see if you could see it. I just love that dude's look. And obviously that's ISOM right there. Just love that dude's look. But he got his ass whooped though, towards the end. He got his ass whooped. But that's another thing too. Like, ISOM's powers, what is it? I don't know. I don't know what ISOM powers is. Like, is he, because he himself said it. He said how he's just a human being that just worked out hard. He's trained hard to do things that most human beings can't do, right? But at the same time, certain things happen to him. You're like, hold on, yeah, I understand you train hard, but what you just been through, you shouldn't have survived. So I don't know. With that area, I'm kind of confused if he is one of the aspects or not, because It seems as though he's supposed to be just a regular guy. From his own mouth, he said it. Like, I'm just a regular guy who just trained hard. I don't know. So, or maybe he is, and I don't know. That part, maybe I gotta read it one more time. Or maybe I need issue 2 to kind of figure it out. But yeah, pick up the book if you're interested in something new, and especially if you're into comics. This is it right here. This is it. And every July, like I said, I follow excuse me about that. I follow Eric July on YouTube, and so far from what I've get from him, when it comes to this new company that he created, he's really focused on really pushing out a good product. And I think that's all you can ask for. If you to have someone who says, you know what, this is a good product, here you go. If you guys like it, support it. If not, okay, I gotta go on to the next thing. And I dig that. I dig that because right now, the way, especially not just with the comic book industry, but just entertainment industry as a whole, the first thing they do is always attack the fans. They come out with a trailer for a new film, and immediately they have the actors and the red carpet or whatever, immediately just, hey, if you don't like this film, you are a white supremacist, or you hate women, or you're a sex. I'm like, what the fuck? You gonna make me, you think that's gonna make me wanna watch your shit? And the funny thing is, there are times where, I can't off the top of my head, but there are times where I wanna watch something, and then off the back, they're already attacking you. I'm like, okay, I'm not even gonna watch it. I'm not even gonna pick it up. What's the point? So, but anyway, I don't wanna get too political in it, because this is not what this is about. But yeah, pick up this comic book if you're interested. Definitely look it up. Look up Vaporverse Comics. Give it a try, because from how things are going, there's going to be a whole lot more, not just with this story, but other things coming through, especially with the other, because I'm very interested with the lady, because you don't get no information. I'm also interested with North Africa. I'm really interested in them. I like, and again, I like the look, but the mystery is, why they're here for a reason, but they're not from planet Earth, and you get that as soon as you meet them. That's what that's the information you get, that they're not from this planet, but they're here to defend it, so to speak. From what I got from it. But yeah, let's not keep this story too long. But yeah, pick it up. You'll enjoy it, I believe, if you're into comics. Thank you for watching the video. Peace.